contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the World Heavyweight
Podcast.
We're gonna make
The World Heavyweight Podcast.
great again. Nerd! Nerd!
Entering the ring at this time, your tag team champions of the podcast world, Howard Farewell. But we're just really just waiting for the wheels to fall off. Yes, 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 yes. Get rid of your six-sided ring array. Josh Rivera.
God does not want this podcast to happen.
You happy I brought my shovel to bury this segment?
What station is it again? Who gives a fuck?
Yabba dabba, shut the fuck up.
The World Heavyweight Podcast.
I don't care how big, how tough, or what they've accomplished. They're nerds.
Plus, if you have ovaries, prepare to lose them.
Yes! 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 Yes!
Yes.
Yes!
Yes. 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 Yes.
This level's appropriate.
Yes.
If you scream at me again, like before we record it, I will drop kick you in the face. Welcome back.
Yes.
Welcome
Yes.
back, son.
Yes. 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 Yes.
He's back,
Yes.
everybody.
Yes.
The wait is
Yes.
over.
Yes. Yes. I'm keeping it going through most of the show.
We're done. We're done.
Yes! 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 Yes!
Tune around now. We're good to go.
Yes!
We're back.
Welcome. We're back.
Yes!
We are definitely back.
And after another week hiatus because
Food poisoning.
somebody got sick again.
Yeah. And then I got really busy over St. Patrick's Day weekend, and we couldn't record anything.
Everybody's sending you everything, and you're like, it's Saturday, right?
You know it's also St. Patrick's Day?
Yeah, no one's in the office today. It's 4 o'clock, dude. What do you think we're doing right now?
Yeah. Guessed, yeah.
Yeah.
We're some degenerates at Gas Digital, for sure. I know there was nobody that worked for that network that if they weren't doing something, were probably on their way to hammered by at least 4 p.m. Unless they were doing a spot or something. But anyway, welcome back to the World Heavyweight Podcast. I'm Howie Farewell. That over there. Flexing. You can't do psych
You
gigs on
can't
the radio.
introduce me? What the hell?
Well, because that's how this works. It's like I say mine and then you say yours.
No,
That's how that
you're
worked
on
out.
a roll.
Well, I was flexing. You can't do sight gags on the radio though, Josh.
Well,
Flexing majestically.
it's
for the
Josh.
fans.
Hooray. Fucking Christ.
I'm trying to bring some professionalism to this show, please.
Bullshit. What is our moniker?
Wrestling is life.
The first rule is wrestling is life!
That.
I'll play the thing.
That. And we're the professionally unprofessional.
Oh yeah, we haven't used that in a while.
Yeah. Still
We
rings
gotta
true.
start bringing catchphrases.
2018. You gotta switch it up a little bit.
Yeah, so a lot of big news happened.
Ton.
ton.
Over the week. Ton over the last week.
But most importantly, the reign of terror has been ended.
Are you sure? If you watch Monday Night Raw, I think it's
No.
just going on again.
You can back up now. I've realized this is super sensitive.
is
the way
where-
we
oh,
had
we're
it.
up.
We don't even have.
Okay.
We can just talk over here.
All right.
We don't even have to lean into the mics.
We figured it out.
Yeah, because I have this like dialed super low, and I don't have to worry about it anymore. But no, the Brock Lola reign of terror is over.
That reign of terror is over.
Your reigning, defending Stone Cold Locks champion actually works here again.
What was it? It was one of the. Was it the tag match?
I think it was the tag
Or
match.
the-
Dude,
or
I
the
started
Ray.
talking shit.
It might have been the Bray.
The second
the Bray match.
The second I even hinted I could maybe run away with this,
it got tied right back up.
got tied right back up again. You're
Immediately
like, oh,
right
no.
back up. It's like, son of a bitch.
That's what you get.
Shut your mouth, stupid. The only way she could have pulled it off at that point, she started to do. And I'm like, son of a bitch. Brock Lola's never out. You have to throw like 3 concession tables on her and stuff. And hit her with the title.
But like just
With a
like
low blow.
But just like Randy Orton, you came out of nowhere and you snatched it from her.
I certainly did, sir.
No, you don't have to touch anything else.
I'm trying to drop that a little bit. There we go. Yeah, look at that.
That's dropping?
No,
Alright.
no, I wanted that to drop a little bit.
Alright.
Guys, maybe that was tuned a little bit in the wrong way. Just fine tuning, because that was getting a little loud. But yeah, finally, I can actually hold the title around my neck because it's too small to go around my waist. And use it like almost like a tray. It's the neck basket.
It's 2018. I'd say
I need a trough to eat my shit out of.
I'd say we get a world heavyweight ring and just wheel that around. That's the thing to do now.
I'm not
That's the thing
shipping
to
it
do
to
now.
anybody. If you guys
Yeah.
figure out how to get in, I don't know.
Bull
how.
Club's okay. We're fine.
All right, yeah.
Okay, back to it.
And we're now we're back.
Now we're back.
Now we're good. We're good. We're back. I forgot everything else that happened this week.
Cut all that out.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's leaving. Gone.
Oh, it's done.
Yeah. Oh no. What happened? Fastlane, Stone Cold Locks. That's how we got snow again too.
Yep.
Fuck you. I'm done with this. Get out of here. Like I want to not feel like I'm stuck.
Hey, this is the whole reason why we have at-home delivery.
Oh yeah, that's totally happening.
Because of stuff like this. Fortunately, we're a little further north than most of that storm. But again, yeah, it's already spring.
So, Stone Cold Locks went 4-1-1. Lola went 3-2-1. You also went 3-2-1. So you would have had at least a draw if it came out somewhere. But yeah, there was the no contest because the Bludgeon Brothers decided to use the mallets. They're using the mallets. They're using the mallets a lot.
Yeah, that wasn't even a winner by disqualification. It's just thrown out.
Yeah, no, it was great. It's perfectly fine.
If the referee just
perfectly
going
fine.
nope and then just diving right out of there.
But yeah, the Natalia and Carmella won. I wasn't expecting that to happen. I'm expecting Carmella to lose, but now she's going on a winning streak. So
Miss Moneybank is on a winning streak.
but the totals for the year are still very close. After 2 pay-per-views, Lola and I are tied at 7-3-1 for the total on the year, while you are right behind us at 6-4-1.
And you know what? It's a good thing the total for the year doesn't matter a hill of
I'm
beans.
thinking about maybe we add the ring. There you go. There's the secondary title. The ring is for the year.
Ring is for the year?
Yeah.
All right, that's not bad. That's not bad.
We just get like a stupid blow pop or something. See, that might actually work because everybody can buy a blow pop and then you just pose with it. I don't know, something stupid.
That is up there with the stupid level.
Yeah, but at least, I don't have to Photoshop anybody's, with the title. Like, just pose when you get the title next time, and then I'll just Photoshop your head in there or something. But you can do it when you're here.
Absolutely. Anyway.
Well, never mind. I'm trying to get other people in. Sorry. I'm sorry I made that connection in my head, but didn't actually say it out loud.
That's why I'm sitting here, I'm like, where are you going?
No, because when we've been doing the Stone Cold Locks with 3 people, right?
Yeah.
I want to try and get everybody else involved. So for WrestleMania, one person that's following us on @the_WHPC on Twitter, Facebook.com, or wherever. What?
Do they get to enter into a battle royal?
Yes. Yes. It's gonna. All right. The tweet will go out like the night before WrestleMania. So I can at least get picks via Twitter. You have to follow. Here's the rule: you have to follow us on Twitter, and then when the tweet goes out, just like and retweet the tweet, and then anybody that does that in the comments underneath or likes and retweets, I'm gonna pick a random person, and then you get to like email us or add us or DM us your locks, and you get added in. So you could walk home with your own Stone Cold Locks title.
I still like the battle royal idea. Name subject to change.
Yeah, that happened for sure. It's like, we just wanted to acknowledge the fabulous Moolah and a nice touching no. And the internet just went, no.
Nope.
She was a hunk of shit, apparently. So fans petitioned stickers and the name got changed.
By the words petition, you mean they viciously emailed Snickers threatening them all kinds of issues if they don't
if WWE doesn't change the name.
If the stories,
it's dirty. It's dirty.
If the stories are true, then they shouldn't have never even be talking about her. It's like you give Benoit that treatment, but if half of those stories are true.
Well, there's a big difference between murdering people and yourself.
I understand.
It's just-
but like
it's
some
just,
of the accusations, and I can't.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're. Look, I'm not getting into whether they're true. But anyway,
Me too.
yeah. But if they're true, like you have to kind of, they're equally heinous in a lot of respects for some of the shit that was allegedly pulled off.
Well,
Anyway.
they're gonna call it.
Anyway,
they're gonna
look.
call it something else.
They're calling
and
it something else.
Whatever. Right. They're gonna call it the Alundra Blaze. Not
women's
Asuka. can't remember anybody's name. Just a little side note: if you haven't seen that tidbit, go back to the Royal Rumble pre-show, and you see Alundra Blaze realize she does not remember anybody in the women's division's name, and when JBL figures it out because they keep asking her who's gonna win, he just starts ragging. It's hilarious.
Just answer the question. Just
who's gonna win?
Who's gonna win?
It's just-
It's like 10 minutes of JBL, a supercut of JBL just asking who's gonna win over and over again. It's some of the funniest shit I've seen on television in a while. It's one of those parts of the pre-show. I think I remember it being on, just not really paying attention to it, and it's just and he's dying. Yeah, that's the best. So there's gonna be the WrestleMania's looking. There are people that were hating on WrestleMania right now. They're out there. There's a lot of negativity in the world, and you shouldn't be a part of it.
They know AJ Styles is going to wrestle Shinsuke, right?
Right.
Yeah. Then what do you have to complain about, really?
Not only that. Have you seen some of the other matches that are probably going to be on this show? Have I told you Daniel Bryan's back?
Yes. I got the memo.
Have we understated how fucking happy I am about that?
Yes.
I tweeted something earlier, Ant from Rant with Ant on his drive home, saw the notification and is losing his fucking mind. If you aren't at least that happy about Daniel Bryan in the ring again right now, don't ever talk to me. Don't ever fucking talk to me.
Let me get some off my chest.
It's the greatest thing that could have happened this year.
Get something off my chest. I wasn't super excited to hear about it that way. I wasn't super excited to get a text message. No, actually, the first time I didn't see it,
you can
was
tell me that
and it goes,
any way you want.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan is cleared to wrestle.
Yes.
And I immediately said,
yes.
I could have had a surprise.
Yes!
That could have been a surprise.
Yes!
That was not a surprise.
Yes, that's
That
totally
was
a surprise.
completely not a surprise. They took the surprise completely out, and I didn't get it really until you watch the end of SmackDown Live, and then you go, "Oh, okay, I see why they announced it because two guys who don't work here anymore are gonna get some heat."
Update: Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, still fired.
Yes, still fired.
Hang on, let me check. Right there.
Let's see.
Are they,
go to WWE.com. Let's see their profile picture.
Sure, Daniel, are they still fired?
Yes! 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 Yes!
How loud is that? I'm wondering on the feed.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Oh, it's not too bad.
Yes!
It's not too bad.
Yep, still fired.
It's still fired. Profiles non-existent. They're gone, sir. Get out of here.
But look at everything else that's happening on the show.
What?
But besides, look, we're getting Shinsuke.
Your voice just dropped, and I'm like, what? Guess what's all happening on the show? That's kind of what it sounded like to me. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
But seriously, look at everything else that's been going on for this show. It's a great fucking show. You're getting, well, theoretically, we're getting Ronda Rousey at some point.
You're getting a Ronda Rousey in
kind
a
of upset
tag
about
match.
that
How they keep advertising, oh yeah, Ronda Rousey's going to be on every Raw from here on out.
Apparently not.
Lies, lies, lies. Not
Yeah.
for us, not for the millions and millions of people watching. just the 10,000 or so that actually paid to go to the arena on that night.
Yeah. I wasn't upset about it last week. I'm a little upset.
It's getting
about
annoying
it.
now.
Now I'm a little upset about it because it's Ronda Rousey. I understand you want it to be a big deal, but I don't know because you don't further anything right now. It's just in a holding pattern.
Oh yeah.
And
I don't think they know where to go, sir.
I think they're afraid of showing her too much, and I don't think they have a creative idea of what to do.
Yeah, that could very well be the case.
They're like, we don't really know what to do with you right now, so we're going to avoid this and hope they forget, and we have this really shiny package made up, though. We have pictures of Ronda. That's a picture of Sting!
That's a picture of Sting.
It's, yeah, like...
One of my favorite JBL moments.
Any other point in time, you'd be getting like squash matches, something. But man, they're really holding out on us, and it's gonna build. They're just raising the level of expectation every week we go.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think that's not necessary. You're not doing her, in my opinion, a favor by that way.
I just don't see what the next step in that story is anyway, which I guess is good.
But
we
got
got
the match, and then Monday Night Raw the next night.
Yeah,
that's the next two steps.
Yeah, everything else I think from here on out is filler. They gotta have some confrontation though. Like we should be,
backstage at least. Some backstage shit.
Let me see some panic on Stephanie.
Right.
Let me see her. Remember when Stone Cold and Vince were gonna have the match? And then you had these training packages of Vince training real hard with Shane.
And Shane,
I think maybe it was
the Briscoes.
Was it? I thought it was Shane, too. There was one I specifically remember. It was like Shane or his trainer, and he's just like doing the sit-ups with the fucking weights on and everything.
Yeah.
And trying to get real fucking jacked Vince McMahon jacked.
Yeah.
So... We should maybe try and see some of that from Stephanie. I would love to see that, but she's not on the show. And if we're gonna really go all in with this, let's go all in with this. But Raw was kind of whatever for this week, right? Like it was good. Don't get me wrong, but
it was good. But like you said,
it was not Daniel Bryan. It was not Daniel Bryan.
No.
Go back to that.
No.
You could tell me that news whenever the fuck you want. Newsflash, SmackDown Live's rating through the fucking roof. Yeah. No fucking shit, people.
If you tell everybody Stone Cold's going to show up on Monday Night Raw, everyone's going to be watching Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
You tell the internet, oh, by the way, one of your favorite stars is gonna have a match again on this show.
Yeah,
fuck yeah, they're gonna tune in.
And not only everybody's favorite wrestler,
they're gonna at least set the DVR.
Yeah, but everybody's favorite wrestler that was forced to retire young
2 years ago.
Yeah, and we thought we would never see. It would be like Edge coming back and being able to wrestle again. It's like
pretty much up
that's
there,
that's the only other person I could think of that would be that level of popular coming back and saying I'm able to wrestle.
Massive.
Again. Like Kurt Angle isn't even because we've seen what happened.
So much we've seen so much of Kurt Angle.
Is there anybody else that you can think of? I'm struggling. Somebody to come back that hasn't been around for a while. That Shawn
will be a massive
Shawn and
one.
Stone Cold.
Shawn and Stone Cold. I think.
But I think that
your
proves
two
my
biggest.
I think
Those
that
are your
proves
two
my
biggest.
point. Edge, Stone Cold, and Shawn Michaels.
Those guys, at least those two, just don't want to come back. Where Edge might die if he came back.
Exactly. Yeah. If we lived in Wakanda, where we could just place like a bug in your back or something like that with some adamantium, hey, cool. But we don't.
That's exactly what Edge needs, an adamantium skeleton. If not, at least kayfabe the shit out of it. Yeah, just wait till you see these claws, bub.
I think think Edge could pull off a decent Wolverine now that you think about it. He can get the beard going. He can do. I think you know
Canadian.
what? Let's pitch Edge for Wolverine. If when Hugh's got to go, let's bring in the Edgester.
The Edgester.
He just starts spearing people. Goes right into the Berserker ring. I'm in. Who do they have pitching for new Wolverine? Like Tom Hardy, right?
I'd be down.
I'd be-
I haven't heard Tom Hardy, but
You suggest any superhero as Tom Hardy, I'm in.
I'm
at this point.
I'm already a little. I'm not sure how the new Venom movie is going to fit in the current Marvel universe, and that might need to stay by itself.
I forgot that he's Venom. Never mind.
But he's going to be Venom. I'm already super psyched about that.
Yeah,
I don't even
about that.
want to see Venom up until the movie.
No, I
don't
don't want to
show
see
me
any trailers.
any of them.
I haven't seen a single Infinity War trailer.
Yeah.
And I feel happy about that because I know nothing going in. Which is, I feel like, I'm like, oh, cool. The only thing I know is I'm gonna see Thanos.
I have a
and
feeling
somebody gonna die.
Yeah, I mean, I have a feeling like the last two movies may not even. Obviously, with the exception of Black Panther.
Black Panther was
because
awesome.
there are screenshots of heroes in a jungle, so that might very well have to play into that.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Thor Ragnarok. Nope, that's not gonna matter.
No,
that was kind of a fun. That was kind of a fun to do. But
that's a fun side story that we got. It's like, all right, what's going on in Thor's world? It's just like
it was one massive excuse for Thor to be back on Earth.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
Right, exactly.
We were getting quite sidetracked.
But so what?
All right.
Tom Hardy as Wolverine is a great idea. Fuck you.
No, I'm the one who said it first. Eat my ass.
Edge as Wolverine is a great idea, though.
Yeah,
too.
that would
I
be
like
pretty
that one.
sweet. Edge in any capacity coming back on, like, as soon as Vikings over, I hope they don't get renewed. I'm gonna say it right now. I want him to have to come back here and just do some
something.
Just do some stuff.
Some shows.
I miss E and C. Their pot of awesomeness is
it's
pretty
good,
cool,
but
I need some more of that in my life.
I need skits.
Exactly.
Tommy.
Imagine that.
Tommy. By the way, I'm getting that over at the restaurant.
Yeah, you are.
Because there's Tom who works with Paul, but then there's one of the kids that work there is named Tommy.
Oh, perfect.
So I'm like, no, his name's Tom too, but I just started going Tommy.
Oh yeah. You immediately have to demote one to the Tommy level. That's Tom.
We just
Tommy.
Tommy. Dude, it's everybody. Even the cook started getting in on it too. Anytime he fucks up, Tommy. He can just yell it at the loudest as possible. He comes back in, Tommy.
Are you telling me the Latino cooks were jumping in on a gag? No, of course they do.
Oh, it's great. Oh, fuck. Where are we going again?
Exactly.
We're going to WrestleMania at some point.
We were talking about Venom, and I'm like, wait,
you know where we're going? We are going to WrestleMania.
Where?
WrestleMania. Not this one. Next year.
Yes. That was
Sorry,
also
folks, we won't see you in New Orleans.
giant news officially announced.
We needed to save some dollars. We're still poor.
WrestleMania 35 is coming back to New Jersey. That doesn't sound exciting at all.
Sounds awesome.
They're coming back home.
No, they're coming back to New York.
They're coming back.
They're going to build
home, and it's going to be awesome.
One stadium gig and three nights at the bar. I think they should do for that weekend. Because
4
it's
nights
special.
at the Barclays Hall of Fame.
Do MSG for NXT.
They're not going to do that.
One night. They've never done NXT and MSG.
Yeah, I understand, but the whole reason why they don't do anything like that in MSG is because they charge too much money.
But it's WrestleMania.
It's WrestleMania weekend, and it's an NXT takeover.
Right.
Don't get me wrong.
The biggest weekend of the weekend.
I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm saying, can you at least say something that could happen? That's not going to happen.
I just think it would be a neat idea to just make it special, to make the whole weekend special, because you'll say it'll never happen again. So if it'll never happen again, why don't you do it one night and make it like the special NXT special? You know what I mean? Because if it's the weekend of the biggest show of the year, do it at a fucking WrestleMania. I mean, Barclays is okay, but Madison Square Garden is Madison
Barclays,
Square Garden.
though, is where NXT took off.
But
Right?
Madison
Brooklyn
Square
wa-
Garden. is
Brooklyn
Madison
won.
Square Garden.
Brooklyn won, dude.
I understand what you're saying.
2015, that show will remain
And that will-
legendary
and it always
in that
will.
building. Yeah.
And it always will. But we would have an opportunity to make another big moment in a stage where
that would be-
everything started.
There's a lot of time until then, and that would be massive news.
WrestleMania 1.
Yeah.
Right there.
But
Same building.
how many renovations they did? They did 2 since then, and last I checked, it's too much money.
I would
Faint
I
it.
would pay it.
Eh,
I would pay it.
better that.
Just to make
Better
you know,
that
make a
the
big
Manhattan
splash.
Center, that's for sure.
I don't know. I'd like to see it because it would give another NXT sort of like legendary landmark and like a theoretically a big night to shine back to and say like, oh, Barclays is home, but Madison Square Garden is special. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just a thing. Everyone got these hands this week. Also,
Yes, they did.
last week as well because we didn't
Let-
get to that.
let-
That's the other thing that's
We-
happening on Raw. Braun Strowman is the tag team division apparently.
Yes, and I 100% believe, 100% believe he qualified. He qualified for the match by himself, and he should win the match by himself. He does not need a tag team partner, and it's frustrating me they're forcing it.
I get it because I feel like if one guy can win the titles, first off, if one guy
eliminated everyone else.
yeah, one guy is also not Braun Strowman. There's never been anybody like Braun Strowman either. So, I get your frustration, but I think it kills the tag division if one guy wins it.
You know what? At this point, if they need to do a big reset after, say, a superstar shakeup, fine, bring it on because they got some awesome tag teams in Raw that they're not using. They're on
There's
the
a
back
lot of
burner.
tag teams that aren't.
You know, you get to see the Revival pull out some awesome matches a couple weeks ago. They get a match against the champions, squashed. They get a match against this week Titus Worldwide, beat them 1-2-3, and what do they get? Oh yeah, we're entering as a team for the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
But that's what you see
Lame.
what I mean. Like they've got so much in the way of tag teams on both shows.
SmackDown Live don't touch anything. It's pretty.
It's okay.
Ridiculous.
I feel like it could get better even with the undercard of the tag division.
Yeah,
Because
putting on more teams would
there's
definitely
three,
be good. Yeah.
There's 3 or 4 teams there that could be doing more. I feel like at least on TV, but I understand that TV is crowded on SmackDown.
TV is absolutely crowded on SmackDown. They're cutting entrances left and right to try to squeeze them all.
They do it like in SmackDown's defense. Why? I mean, time is tight, but you gotta make. I mean, this is the first really great SmackDown in a while, but it's because it was the Daniel Bryan show.
Yeah, Luke Harper had a singles match with Jimmy, I believe it was.
Right.
And that match didn't even start live.
No.
It started during the commercial,
Yeah.
which they had on the second screen. I'm like, wow, is the bell ringing? They're starting this match during the commercial because they have zero time
I
left.
wish there was an option that I can watch a stadium. I don't know. I can't watch Raw and SmackDown live because I get the ads take me out of it, man.
Yeah, it's rough.
Like we've gotten to the point that in the year that we live in that I can't be bothered to sit through ads anymore, especially if especially if you make it into the list of like 7 things that I'm spending $10 a month on. You know what I mean?
How far did I get into Raw before I disappeared?
Yeah.
Like 10:30, and then I had to tap out. You paused it at one point after the said ladies tag match, but man, with those commercials, because we caught up, it's rough.
Yeah.
It's rough.
And it can take you out of otherwise very good television for the wrestling fan. You know what I mean? Like we've seen some shows that are just all right. It's the same thing every week, and then the commercials just make it worse. But there's some times where it'll be everything's going great, and then it's like, why are we going to commercial right now? What are we doing?
Were we just in commercial
Yeah.
5 seconds
Yeah.
ago, and we're going
Yeah.
right back?
If there was a way, honestly, to get WWE programming with 0 commercials all the time, I would give them an extra $10. Live, if I could get it live, no commercials, I would pay them $20 a month.
Right now, there's limited content that they do included, i.e., 205 Live, NXT's tape, so that doesn't really
Right.
count. But
I like the NXT format.
and
Like,
MMC.
run your- like-
MMC is great format
Right.
for especially for live wrestling.
Like, I don't mind the segment breaks because you need to run, like, a promo for something on the network. Fine. You got to plug your own shit.
Yeah.
Because if you don't plug your own shit, nobody knows where to go, what to do, whatever. At the WHPC on Twitter, Facebook.com/World Heavyweight Podcast. And you always have to shout thewhpc.podbean.com. See? Everybody knows. iTunes. Google Play.
Ta-da!
Right there.
It's a quick
That's how
search
you know.
away.
But you got to have those in there, and I'd be willing to pay you $10 more a month, no problem, if I could watch Raw or SmackDown live through the network with no commercials. It wouldn't even be a question. Cool. I'm already watching it anyway. I get it immediately on demand afterwards. Same thing as the pay-per-views. Cool. Here's 20.
Yeah, but it's the deal. It's the deals that the television deals
I
they got. They
understand.
can't
I
simulcast.
understand why.
Because if that was an
I
option,
understand why.
if that was an option, you got at least
I would drop
2
cable.
million, 2.5 million people that would just opt right for that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Wait, I could just use my network subscription to watch this show live, and then while they're in commercial mode,
just
look
watch
at
the rest of the match?
I just watch the rest of the match, or they show me a little bit of their
Feed, no,
ads.
you get a separate feed for it.
A separate feed would be great.
Like, you just leave there would be the whatever they have that would normally have been broadcast is now just doesn't go off for you.
Yeah.
Like, it just everybody else goes to commercial, and the commercials are essentially just a giant overlay for, I guess, I'm half tucking up my ass on that one, but you kind of get what I'm saying. Like, they just hit another button and it switches over to this other feed. They don't have to worry about switching over to another feed. They just leave that one on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. A lot of people would just immediately just abandon USA altogether.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't see us ever dropping cable because sports. A lot of
Yeah.
sports is still broadcast. Only a couple you can get with
And
bunny
even
ears.
that's the only thing I even keep TV around for is live events.
Yeah.
It's the only reason I even have.
And another thing we didn't address, the rumors, the possibility if Fox were to pick up WWE,
That would be huge
after their contracts with
that's
USA
free.
went. Yeah,
That's free.
We would get bunny ears at that point
Yeah.
and just pick up
Yeah, why
Raw
not?
and SmackDown Live.
You get that HD, no big deal.
Yeah.
I'll do that, no problem. Mm-hmm. I can just plug into this wire right here, and it has it on there. That's fine.
Ta-da.
Just get the converter to make it into digital
I don't-
instead
I
of
don't-
the coax.
I don't know where some of these guys came up with the Raw would be a 2-hour show then idea.
Depends. Fox is a big network, so they have a lot of other things going on.
Yeah.
So broadcast Fox on Monday, I don't know what their deal is. They might, and they also do the news at they do the news at 10 instead of 11, like most broadcasts, at least in New York.
Oh, that might be why they would only be a 2-hour show because it would go to 8 to 10 p.m. slot, and then they would go right to the news right after because that's where. Let's say maybe a giant chunk
Fox
of
in
the
New
viewers
York
watch it.
definitely does news at 10, and I think Fox across the board for local news kind of does it at the 10 p.m. hour-ish.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's their policy across the board, but I know that's what it is for the tri-state area for the most part.
Yeah.
And they're the weird outlier, like ABC, NBC, CBS all do it at 11. So that's why most of their content for prime time is 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah.
Or 8, 9, 10.
8, 9,
and
10.
then it's over at 11. So, I don't know. Either way, it's a big fucking deal if that happens. Because, USA's contract is done in like a year or two? Like 2020, something like that?
It's coming up.
It's coming up real soon.
In the near future.
Well, this goes back to the discussion that we kind of had a couple of years ago at this point. Because there was a Bill Simmons article that came out at the time, I believe. Or he said it on his podcast or some shit like that. Where he got into the contracts for all the major sports companies, NHL, NBC, NHL, NFL, Major League Baseball, basketball, they're all tied up for the foreseeable decade, I think. So, and then he goes into the other ones. The only other ones that would be up would be the UFC and the WWE. And the WWE, and because he was, and that was like 2 or 3 years ago, so we're kind of getting into that range of that contract's coming up. I mean, it would be weird to not see WWE on USA, though. They would fox the shit out of it. Oh, you know that, right?
Fox the shit out of it?
Yeah, you know, each network kind of has their own sort of brand appeal. You know what I mean? Like in the way they cut promos and their station identification and stuff like that. The way things are down even to the way
Fox
certain dramas
produces the shit out of it.
Yeah. They sometimes even overproduce. But even like you can even go down to the show. Like most shows, like drama shows on NBC, are shot in almost the Law and Order-y style feel of things. Even in their medical dramas, shot the same way.
Yeah.
Where Fox, you can see a Fox show a mile away just by the way they shoot their shows, because everything looks like fucking Gotham.
I never really noticed that.
And then ABC is very family-friendly, sort of goofy, silly-y type stuff. And then CBS has another different feel to it, that everything feels like Blue Bloods.
Oh, okay.
And or Big Bang. You know what I mean? But they're all kind of, all their promos, they look very their promos into how they like cut their their packages for promoting their next shows next all have the same feel across the board for each individual one.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you saw a trailer for a Fox show, you immediately know it's a Fox show before he even says it,
next
just because
Fox.
Exactly.
Right. And then you'd see like the Family Guy little thing in the bottom right corner.
Yeah.
And you would see the fucking Cletus for fucking NFL. They'd have to push that all the time.
I feel like Fox
It'd be
Fox would New Japan the shit out of it, making it more possibly more sports-like. Imagine doing that.
I think they would let. I don't know how much say they would have at that point. Like,
well, no, as far as their package goes, like
I think it would
package
be
like a sports package.
Maybe.
I think that would look pretty cool. Obviously, it's got limitations to it.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I was coming up with a thing. It would be very interesting. They'd draw a lot more casual eyes for sure.
Yeah.
Because
are we looking? I want to talk about something not WWE for a moment.
Yeah, go ahead. It's your show too.
Japan.
Oh yeah, New Japan.
Cup
Let's talk New Japan Cup.
Just happened last night. The finals was pretty sweet.
The whole tournament was pretty good, to be honest.
I missed we
watched a good portion of it.
I only saw a couple of the first and second round matches. I didn't see any of the third round matches.
I pretty much saw what you saw. I mean, I might have watched an extra match here and there, but I caught most of the big ones. I didn't see the Naito, Zack Sabre Jr. one.
Oh, spoiler alert! If you haven't seen it yet,
tune out
right now.
Because we're about to tell you who won the whole damn thing.
5, 4,
we're good.
3.
They gotta know now. Zack Sabre Jr. New Japan Cup winner.
The fucking man now. God damn.
Yeah. You want to tell us who he beat on the way to the finals? On the way to the finals.
On the way to the finals, he tapped out Naito.
Tapped out
Naito. He beat Sonata. Mm-hmm. He beat out what was it? He beat Juice. No. Tana beat Juice. He beat out top guys.
Top guys.
To get to the finals.
Which was Tanahashi, arguably the toppest of guys.
The toppest of guys.
Yeah, I thought
yuck. And a 25-30 minute barn burner of a match. Yeah. Check if you haven't if you heard about it and you haven't watched it, check it out.
If you like the grappling parts of wrestling, it's a great fucking match, man.
Outside of a high fly flow, there wasn't too much crazy shit.
Yeah,
it was
a wrestling match.
It was a wrestling match, and dude, it just
could be Zach. It's not too far of a stretch to say that Zack Sabre Jr. could be the greatest technical wrestler in the world right now.
He's got the gold to back it up.
Yeah,
I mean, we talked briefly why WWE didn't offer him a contract, or if they did, how much of a mistake would it have been to lowball a guy who as he is right now, proving he's one of the top guys on the planet.
And wrestling much larger people as well.
Wrestling much bigger guys with the frame of a twig with bark. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying
like a potato with toothpicks. Sometimes.
Exactly. I'm not saying he's weak. I'm just saying he's
wiry as fuck.
He's wiry as fuck, and that's exactly what you need to do some of the most ridiculous technical holds they were doing. And Tana, along with that match, the bigger guy, keeping up with them was pretty fucking ridiculous, man. What a guy! What
I made him tap out.
Yeah,
he's tapped out. Arguably, 2 of the top 4 guys in the company. The only other 2 that I would put up there would be Okada and Kenny Omega. Outside of that, Suzuki, but he's not going to fuck with Suzuki because he's part of his crew.
He's in his squad.
Yeah,
that wouldn't make much sense.
Does Zack Sabre Jr. beat Okada? Is he the one?
Yeah, is
Zack Sabre Jr. the one?
That would be pretty goddamn nuts. That'd be your first. I think that's your first British champion they've had.
I don't know
with the IWGP IWGP.
Right.
Heavy cubes. I believe he would be the first Brit.
Yeah,
I think so. Because
I don't know of any that have held it.
Unless
you go way back, but I don't.
Outside of foreigners, it was. I'm pretty sure. I think Hulk had it. No, he won the G1.
Brock
Kurt had it. Kurt had it, and that's. I think that's pretty much it. AJ, and that's it. No Brits. This would be the first Brit.
Yeah, man. I don't know. It's happening in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks, man.
My first thought was
Sakura
Dominion.
Genesis is next week.
And then I forgot about Sakura. That the Genesis thing comes up.
Is that WrestleMania weekend too? Yeah.
2 weeks, yeah.
Kind of. It's right around there. Start your WrestleMania week off right with Sakura Genesis.
I have to find the match card. I'm pretty sure that's coming up probably that Saturday or Sunday morning, East Coast time that will be on. Let's see. Sakura Genesis Wiki. April 1st.
Oh, man. Start your WrestleMania.
April 1st, Tokyo.
There you go, folks.
Yeah. April 1st, Tokyo time is, it's the week before.
Right.
This is the week before, so this is the Saturday.
The Saturday, so you want to do the official WrestleMania week start, it's 8 days beforehand. The week before, your WrestleMania week officially starts when New Japan crowns potentially its first ever British heavyweight champion.
Yeah, that's a fair way to say it.
And then you got Monday Night Raw as the go home. Then you do Tuesday night go home SmackDown, Wednesday night NXT, and then you're really kicking the gear. We're gonna come back at some point going into this. I want to do like we did last year, a independent show episode telling you everything possible maybe that you could want to see on the New Orleans weekend, because it's gonna start, like I said, that Wednesday. There's gonna be
Wednesday
shows.
or Thursday. It's gonna
where to see the shows.
They're starting right off with Evolve.
I just got a new monitor. We're gonna have 5 screens going. It's gonna look like fucking DEFCON 2 in here.
It's gonna look like the command center.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. There's gonna be wrestling everywhere, fuckers.
Yeah, we absolutely have to have a separate show again this year, because we got 9 hours of WWE at the very minimum.
At the very minimum.
At the very minimum, we're looking at 9 hours.
Good. Fuck you guys. That's how we started on this whole thing.
Oh, okay. And now we've come back for Circle now. It's a pretty ridiculous
have
card.
You seen, we might be getting Cena Taker. Yeah. We're definitely getting a triple.
We're getting Cena Taker.
We're getting a triple threat for the Intercontinental title with Finn Balor, The Miz,
and
Seth Rollins.
All right. For a second, I'm like, did he just break?
No. That's kind of dramatic effect.
A triple threat for the U.S. title.
We're getting multiple women's matches.
We're getting
a women's match between Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax.
A ladies' battle royal, name subject to change.
We are getting the name subject to change battle royal.
Yes.
We are getting probably Bayley versus Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
We are definitely getting the champ versus Asuka. I mean, come on.
Charlotte versus
right,
Asuka.
Sorry. You guys know what I'm saying.
Nia Jax is going to squash Alexa. Yeah,
I hope so. I hope Alexa... Look, this is the first time that you could really see me cheering for somebody other than Alexa Bliss finally.
Right?
Because Nia absolutely... look, for all of you guys bitching about I saw so many people bitching about a heel getting heat. I'm like, yeah, she got heat. You're pissed off at her, right?
Are you mad?
Now you
Are you mad?
Yes, you
Well,
should be mad.
Instead of tweeting about it and sending threatening letters,
boo the fucking bad
boo
guy!
the bad guy. It's not hard.
Just boo the. That's gonna peak. I'm sorry. Boo
Yeah.
the fucking bad guy.
Still not as loud as
Good
those,
fucking lord. Yeah,
still
I'm
not as
sorry.
loud as those yeses from earlier.
Sorry.
That's good.
But yeah, boo the bad guy. Now you have a reason to want to see Nia Jax tear her fucking to pieces.
If you got a problem with the card, just look at last year's card. You know what we
man.
have for women last year? A fucking what was it? It was like a 5-way elimination.
Yeah.
We're actually getting separate
Multiple matches.
stories that I could go on a tangent about each story.
For the most part.
For the most part, this is a great setup.
Yeah. And
And
then
AJ Styles and
versus
Shinsuke
Shinsuke
Nakamura. I will beat you at WrestleMania.
and we
Need to
might
face.
be able to see Daniel fucking Bryan at Wrestle fucking Mania.
Guess what? We are.
You hear it at first.
We are. It is happening.
Yeah. At the end of the day, no matter what, Daniel fucking Bryan is wrestling again. That's the story.
That's it, Mark.
Like everything
We're
else,
done.
it's just kind of like, we're here, we're just hanging out. You know why I can't really be bothered? Because Daniel fucking Bryan
Yeah.
is probably going to be wrestling in front of my face at Wrestle fucking Mania.
Thanksgiving turkey is here. The rest we're adding is all the trimmings.
Anyone can lose and anyone can win at WrestleMania right now for me because Daniel Bryan is back.
Yeah.
Like, I'm that legitimately happy about it. Because at the end of the day, like, I know what the matches are going to be for the WrestleMania. Let's fucking party, bitches. Let's go. There's no bad match on that card.
This is going to be great.
The only one that I could say I'm not excited for is the U.S. title. That's the
Yeah.
only one.
Yeah.
It's the only one.
Considering the initial build was what? A top 10 list?
They can only hype me more for most of these. That's the only thing we're missing. Get me hype. That's all you got to do right now.
Get me
Just
hype.
figure out a way to get me hype. Cause it's there. Everything is there to just be the greatest fucking WrestleMania ever. We haven't been hyped for a WrestleMania in 2 years.
This could eclipse a couple previous ones.
Yeah.
Come on.
Like every WrestleMania
psyched.
that was great, we weren't hyped for going in.
Yeah.
Like WrestleMania 30 in San Jose, right? That ended up being a fucking incredible show.
Paper, it was okay.
Great show.
And then when it happened, it
Knocked
was
it out of the
pretty
fucking park.
freaky and awesome.
Yeah. Was not hyped going in.
No.
That's what I should. All you have to do is to you take that knob, just turn the hype knob. Just a little bit.
You know what I think I might do is I might have to go back. We might have to go back and just try to listen to that episode of the show coming up to WrestleMania 31.
I'm
Not
pretty
at
sure-
all excited.
I'm pretty sure I really wasn't that excited going in. I remember sitting in the studio. I'm like, I'm not really this is okay, I guess. They didn't really tell me a whole lot of story, but I came there. I'm like, man, this is fucking cool.
Yeah.
And for everybody, if they're out there, I feel like I heard a couple of people saying some dumb things about not wanting to see The Undertaker at WrestleMania. No, it wasn't that. But it was something else altogether. To anybody that... If there's a very small minority of people that may be out there
that are convinced that Undertaker's selling is real and he can't have a match against John, probably one of the easiest guys to work with, John Cena.
Right. No, well, what I mean, the point I want to get to is like, I think sometimes when we watch this stuff, we get so wrapped up in our own lives and our own things because we see it on TV. For the most part, 98% of the time, some people never see it live, which is unfortunate because The Undertaker at WrestleMania, I don't care when. The Undertaker at WrestleMania, if you're in the building, you get it. You just, like, you see it and you're like, oh, right, yeah. Oh, that. Oh, yeah, that. Yeah, never mind. What, all that shit I was saying? Yeah.
We said this.
Never
we
mind.
said the exact same thing.
Never mind. I get it.
2
Forgot.
years ago,
Sorry.
sir. After you've seen Undertaker live, you're like, yeah.
Oh, no, I get it.
I get it now.
I
I get
remember.
it.
No,
I get it.
Sorry. I was wrong. Because...
But do I have a point, though? Like, like his level of sell has a lot of these people convinced that this guy can't have another
How do you mean?
high level match.
Undertaker?
The complaints I've heard is like, have you seen him? He looks beat. I mean, there might be a truth to that too. I might be a hint of truth to that. But let me remind you. But let me remind you what John Cena said. If you were done, then why is your wife posting exercise videos on Instagram? It's bullshit.
Yeah. I kind of love and hate the John Cena promos that we've got. I love them because.
What does your note say? What does that note say? John Cena is a dick. Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, Cena's a dick. But I don't think it's the finer points of it. It's nitpicky. I don't feel like he has to be a dick. Like he can be cocky John Cena. I don't know. It's a little half there, and it's all awesome. Don't worry. It's nitpicking because the John Cena stuff's been fucking great. Yeah. I mean, he it's just a little silly that he's fucking.
The man wouldn't promote blockers on the WrestleMania on the WrestleMania announcement conference. But where the was it the governor or whoever it was who runs MetLife says and it just plugs his movies. He comes up and he goes, "Yeah, wouldn't plug blockers, not for kids, but we're full of adults here. Moving on."
Yeah, but you know what?
This guy.
It's just because he's not playing it's like John Cena trying to be a bad guy sometimes.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have to be because
it's like
he's a better cocky bad guy. Like we're getting heel Cena kind of here, folks.
It's like him doing it's like his impression of what a bad guy is. I guess you could put it that
like
way.
the guy playing an impression of a guy sort of thing.
Yeah, he goes, "Oh, I know what a bad guy does." But, he says this and that.
But I think that's the obvious, I'm poking the bear now. I'm saying shit to intentionally get you riled up because you're not here. Are you fucking paying attention now? And he wants Undertaker to pretty much do a Brock Lesnar on him and saying, "Keep my name out of your mouth."
I don't want to switch gears, but man, the Reign of Terror is back. Did you see that shit?
Yeah, it was great.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, you know what? Roman Reigns wasn't arrested. Those weren't U.S. Marshals. They were hired by Paul Heyman to put him in a vulnerable spot and then get annihilated by Brock Lobster.
I like that idea better. Like I feel like you could have run with that.
I'm like, Corey, did you lose your notes? That's exactly what should have been the angle.
You know what? And that would have been great.
The timing, dude. The timing was perfect.
Yeah. And it was not done when he thought it was.
No,
folks. He took a page out of the Braun Strowman book and said, "I'm not finished with you, sir."
I swear to God, if you go back and watch the highlights, when the music drops the second time and he comes back, I think you say Roman go, "Oh God," because he's helpless. He's strapped to the stretcher. Hilarious and awesome. That's exactly what they need to do.
Now I give a shit. See what happens when you have a giant lumbering beast beating the shit out of people every week? Have you met Braun Strowman, folks?
Yes. You've been talking a lot of trash, Roman.
Have you seen these hands?
They're fucking lunch pails full of rocks.
Yeah. I want to see Brock Lesnar, Braun Strowman again a couple of times.
I actually want that match to have a finish, a decent one.
It never got a finish.
It never did, dude.
He did in this. I don't know, but anyway. I guess he's going to be the tag champs. I'm the tag team champion.
He should be the tag team champions, and not
in these hands.
Like the rumors. What was it? Joe was it? I'm like, as much as I would like Joe to be a tag team champion.
If that's what you sell me, and that's what they give,
I don't want it though. I just want him. Don't give me some weird angle. I'm going to have pick Elias. I'm like, oh, come on.
Wait. If it leads to him afterwards and we have something happen to where they, maybe they don't win the titles and then we get into the Braun Strowman can't coexist with Samoa Joe. Yeah, I'm fine.
We've seen this though.
But Samoa Joe is amazing and so is Braun Strowman, and Samoa Joe can play super bad guy as we even get Braun Strowman more over. And then, after some time goes by where fucking Roman Reigns has finally stepped away from Brock Lesnar and some other stuff, and then he comes back around and is like, "Oh, hi, Roman. I've been busy for a little while. Have you gotten these hands lately?"
I would appreciate it more if they
Maybe he wins Money in the Bank.
If they ran a successful angle where they're like, all right, Joe will be your tag team partner because he asked for it. But as
gives them a trip to WrestleMania.
But as soon as they lose because, let's say, the Bar smartens up and brings, say, a pair of handcuffs. No. The extra large size and actually immobilize Braun or Joe.
Right.
And,
Something.
immobilize Joe, and
Yeah.
then Braun takes the loss, and then Samoa Joe blows up on Braun and actually
Yeah.
gives me a... That
Yeah.
I would actually be
No,
more excited.
trust
I would
me.
be. I would
It
be.
would- it's
if you
not
give
a
me
look.
that, if you give me that, I'd be like, all right, you were right in the first place.
Look, it's not going to be a hard sell for me to pitch Braun Strowman Samoa Joe because I'm not going to get. It's already everything else is in the books.
You know what it is?
Until after WrestleMania, we're not getting Braun Strowman in a singles anything for a bit. So if you pitch me Samoa Joe as his fucking tag partner, I'm probably going to buy.
I'll tell you why I don't. The only reason I don't like it is because I see Joe and Strowman as two singles guys that need to be on singles runs with titles.
That's fair.
Not necessarily together. And when you have the Revival,
Yeah.
you have
There's a lot of
the
people,
club,
man. There's a lot of people, dude.
You got
It's crowded.
Exactly. You
It's
got
crowded.
the Bar. You got Titus Worldwide.
It's
You
not
got
so
Slater and Rhino.
I know.
A team that I want to cheer for.
Yeah, I know.
And you don't use them like that. That's my
there's-
reason. That's
see,
my
that's
reason. That's my reason.
But you also have to figure. I don't think if they're not using those people right now, what are they? How they're not going to fill the space? I don't know. There's a lot of moving parts you still have to take care
They'll use
of.
them after WrestleMania.
But I mean, like, where do you fit all of that in with everything that's already there? You know?
Number one contenders for after WrestleMania. You know, like when you got
Yeah, you
title
have to-
matches,
you
we
have
need
to-
some number one contenders for when this thing is a wash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that's what they because you
When
can
it's
easily
not a wash, said and done.
Because you can easily push champions not wrestling every week if the other guys in the division are fighting to get to the champion.
Exactly. If I need
If
to,
the champion already has a match a month down the line versus a person, the champ's got to train, right? We'll maybe put him in against somebody. Ring of Honor does this really well.
they do it really well. You know what? I like a week to go by where, like, my broski, for example, doesn't tell me, like, man, I'm freaking out. AJ was at this show, tweaked his leg or something. He was selling it super hard, and then the next show, he's not there at all. He was advertised, card subject to change, so they had a replacement match, and I'm like, yeah, bro, like, you know, if your champ is running a little hard, you might skip a live show or two if he needs it. But to that point, if you
Wrestle
built
the dark match on SmackDown instead.
if you build some of these other guys as number one contender, then that gives the champ a break. It gives his
And it's not
opponent a
saying that
break.
they're not on the show. I mean, The Miz can do Miz TV every week.
Absolutely
And be on the show and not have to wrestle every week. He doesn't have to.
No.
First off, he's a bad guy. He shouldn't.
Exactly.
But anytime that happens, like, oh, I have my title match already. I'm the champ. I get to take it easy this week. Who is the rest of you guys in this division? I need to know who I'm fighting after I beat Seth Rollins and Finn Balor.
Yeah.
Squabble over number one. I'll leave now. Thank you.
See you later.
Yeah, it works. And but they don't think. I don't think they think that far in advance, Josh.
Nah,
that's the problem.
it's
Like
just
if they
rough.
think that far, but it's hard to do that because
You get so many guys.
because then you start getting into that booking whirlpool of like you start going into like the third fucking bill, the sixth show. I'm like, where are we? What week are we in? How far down the line have we booked this? You know what I mean? Because you can only book so far in advance to even be able to change on the fly if you need to sometimes. You know what I mean?
But you know what?
There is a happy
but you're
medium,
right.
I agree.
But you're right, though. I mean, like they're taking steps in that direction, like the MMC. The way they book that thing, it's pretty hilarious.
I wish some of that would cross over into the show, though. That hasn't crossed over into live
its
TV.
own universe. More
Yeah,
or
I
less,
guess.
it's kind of its own universe.
You're kind of right.
It's kind of its own. With the exception is maybe some of the promos, like "I Love Me," and I sent it to you while we were gone.
The Goldust one?
The Goldust one, and the Becky Sammy promo. That
I
was
still haven't
right
seen that.
after Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens turned
Murdered Shane?
Murdered Shane. Arr, 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 arr,
You must make the sound of a dying giraffe.
it starts with like, I don't know how I feel, Sammy, after I saw you do that, and he just turns it around, going like, don't worry about that. That's that's water under the bridge, but we need to get fired about MMC. You want this, don't you? And she's like, and she gets fired up, and she gives you one of my favorite. She is like one of my favorite fired up babyface promos that going today, and I'm just like, damn it. This is why.
Where is this every week?
Why can't I get this every week? It's its own separate little universe, and it's great where it is. You know.
Yeah.
It's hopefully a start of things to go.
Oh, the one cool thing that they ended up doing with at least the Raw's been pretty good for the most part. I mean, like of all the things I said, Raw's been great.
Yep.
But
consistent.
The cool thing I liked was 2 weeks ago now, the Vince getting walked in on Gorilla.
That was cool.
That was cool. And cut him across.
It looks like we're going to Gorilla.
and they never come in from that angle too. So it was one of those. There's very few things in pro wrestling that you can do to make me go, ooh, that's new, different, weird sort of things.
Yeah.
And going in through that direction, into the crew of people behind, Oz's curtain, you know what I mean? It was neat. And then go to commercial and shit like that. It's like, yeah, give me some stuff. Roman's been good, man. You can't hate on it. It's been good.
It's been good. We've seen way worse.
It's good.
This is what good looks like.
You know what they're doing, Josh?
What's that?
They're getting me hyped.
Getting you hyped.
They've found the hype knob for that story, and they're starting to turn it up a little bit. Mm-hmm. And it's fucking good. So fuck you guys that are hating on Roman Reigns right now. You're supposed to boo him, but you know what I mean.
You're supposed to boo Brock.
Yeah. And they're doing a good job. He beat the shit out of the defenseless man.
Yep.
We don't know when he's going to be back. I don't know. He might not even make it to WrestleMania.
He wasn't even supposed to be there today.
He wasn't. That's what you get for showing up when it's not your shift, sir.
And when they tell you to go home, you go home.
And you know what else was weird, new, fun, and entertaining, right?
What's that?
It's the only thing we haven't talked about.
We've talked about so many things. The ultimate deletion. Now, how stupid do you gotta? How stupid do some people gotta sound? Hold on. How stupid do people gotta sound when they go, man? There's no way Vince liked that. Motherfucker, it ended Raw.
Yeah. It closed out Monday Night Raw.
Of course, Michael Cole goes, I apologize for what you're about to see. And then magic happened.
We got everything.
Yes.
It was literally everything.
It was awesome.
It was the perfect intro. Because now everybody who didn't know is like, what the fuck? And then we're all like, yeah, everybody got in. So it's like you've never seen this before. It's kind of what we were doing before, and now Bray Wyatt's gone. And it's exactly the way the first one ended.
Yeah.
Like, we're like, wait, so it's over?
Yep.
Is that it? Where do we go now? And then we keep going.
It's not over!
But we just needed to get into it.
Yes.
And now we've gotten our foothold there. So now that should be all the time. Like, I need that, we need to be at the heart. We just had to introduce it. We saw Senor Benjamin. We now need to find out what happened. We're getting more of this.
Yes.
We're getting way
Give
more of
me more. Like, Raw ended on a cliffhanger, like, where did Bray go? And you see Matt declaring himself the winner.
He said
There's no way. There's no way Bray is gone.
Yeah.
But if he disappeared for
a couple of weeks.
WrestleMania? No.
Maybe.
Let it go after WrestleMania.
Who knows, man? He shows up day after Mania as a different version of Bray Wyatt. I don't know. There are so many
or is he
ways.
V1? Come on, they were making all the jokes. He's got the whole world in his hands.
Yeah,
you still can't get over chair of wheels, mower of lawn.
You don't have to shout. Share of wheels,
Mower of lawn. And then ode to joy as he tries to run over Bray with it.
He was about to murder him. He was about to murder him. He was trying to give us. They were trying to do. They did all the
Conjuring
fan service.
style.
They were trying to do all the fan service just to get like, look, you don't know this. Here's all the characters. Here's all the things. It might make sense later.
They gave him a tour of the Hardy compound.
Yeah. The gravestone marker things.
The land of
Obsolete
of
mules.
obsolete men.
There's definitely on it. Yeah, we retweeted that one. It definitely exists. Yeah, man. If you think it's weird, yes. Yeah, we know.
Yes,
We know.
that's the point.
We know. Look, you're a wrestling fan. The whole idea and the only way you can be a wrestling fan is if you go all in anyway. So you might as well just go all in with it, folks. It's gonna be weird.
Treat it
It's gonna be dumb.
like-
It's gonna be stupid.
Yeah.
But guess what? I guarantee you, if you just buy in, the Ultimate Deletion stuff will make way more sense than almost anything you see in the WWE more times than not.
Here we go.
It will actually have continuity.
Repeat after me. Wonderful.
Wonderful! Shockingly enough, the final deletion everything has more continuity than most of the WWE proper.
Yes. Most of what we've been seeing the last 2 months. Way more continuity.
Way more continuity.
Man, they went as far back as the
Everything. Oh yeah, they brought all that stuff.
The Wyatt compound.
Yeah, man. That was a nice touch.
That Randy burned down.
Yeah, that's when that shit was cool. They could have said there's layers to this, Josh.
That's throwback for over a year ago.
They're resuscitating. They are maybe
Reviving.
reviving or reincarnating
That's exactly
the
what's
Bray
going on.
Wyatt character
Yes.
in a fucking brilliant way to make me give a shit again.
Now, if they could start dunking everyone else in the roster into the Lake of Reincarnation,
Maybe
maybe we could get somewhere.
Titus Worldwide goes into the fucking brew.
What did they come out as?
I don't know. Who cares? I was going with the bits.
I thought you were gonna give me a joke.
No, that was the joke. Titus Worldwide gets in there and they get a title shot again. I don't know. Anyway. Was there anything else? I think the tag stuff has been great. Yeah, I mean, I got to most of it. I'm sure I left out a whole bunch of shit. The final deletion, no Ronda Rousey again, whatever.
Yeah.
Talked about WrestleMania. New Japan Cup, we got to it. Mark Henry's in the Hall of Fame. Good for him. Like, that's obvious. Like, I feel like that's an obvious choice.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
You don't really have to tell me Sexual Chocolate doesn't get to be in the Hall of Fame. Look, if Coco Beware can be in the Hall of Fame, Sexual Chocolate better be in the
immediately
fucking
be in
Hall
the
of
Hall
Fame.
of
That's a
Fame.
good boy. That's a good boy. Sexual Chocolate. Everybody, Sexual Chocolate. That's a good boy. Yeah.
But
Love sexual chocolate.
WWE stopped making characters a long time ago.
Love Sexual Chocolate. I
Exactly.
mean, that's so much. There was so much. Mark Henry has given me years of fun. And the fake retirement we got
that was about five
one
years
of-
ago, wasn't it?
The fake retirement might be one of the greatest swerves of all time. Because name me a better swerve in the since then.
Couldn't tell you.
Sammy.
Off the top of my head, Sami Zayn. That's really about it.
Kevin Owens winning. And even the Festival of Friendship, maybe the Festival of Friendship.
Nah, that wasn't a swerve. We
kinda knew it was coming.
We all knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah, but out of nowhere swerve,
was
like,
fake.
oh fuck, this guy just had me crying because he's retiring, and just power slams John Cena, says I got more left, and I'm gonna whoop your ass at the next pay-per-view. Like, fuck yeah! Ah, you got I as soon as it happened, I'm like, ah, you got me!
got me.
Oh, you got me! Oh, you had me so hard!
It might have been. Yeah.
That's all I can think of.
Yeah. Oh, no. That happened after, right? The SummerSlam, Daniel Bryan beat John Cena for the title, and then was immediately cashed in on by Trips.
I mean, like, character swerves. He already had issues with the Authority at that point. So the fact that Triple H cashed in on him or did that to him wouldn't have been a stretch.
Oh, that's right, the burial. Burial.
Yeah, but it wasn't a stretch. It was a typical bad guy thing to do. So I mean, like, it's not like, look, I mean, like Marty. Ciampa. Ciampa on fucking Gargano, that type of swerve. That was out of nowhere. That was like as good as Mark Henry's. But like they're few and far between.
Yeah.
That's my point. They're few and far fucking between. But Ciampa turning on fucking Gargano the first time, like after they lost, that was brutal. That was Marty Jannetty through a window thing.
It's one of the
for me.
reasons why you need to be watching NXT right now is because Ciampa has been printing. He's been pressing diamonds, saying next to nothing. Did you say booze?
I don't know why, but he's been a boo magnet. I'm sorry, that's what I was getting in. Yeah,
Booze. All right, yeah.
He's been generating booze by merely existing in the building.
All he did was give us body language, and that's all we needed to react.
I'm not talking about any spoilery NXT stuff.
No, we
I mean,
don't.
I know about it.
If you haven't been watching,
it's amazing the idea of what's happening, but I'm letting that play out on television for me, so I'm not getting myself any further versed with the news that I'm sure everybody knows about it. But I'm not
haven't been
bother
watching
because it's not real to me yet.
The biggest story going.
It's not real to me yet.
It's not. Yeah, the biggest story going was Johnny Gargano being fired from NXT.
Yeah,
and then it stunned the crowd that episode that when he lost to Almas, and they were like. So we're.
I'm not talking about anything that happens on NXT.
We feel like it's coming back,
except the
we know
episode
it's
tonight
coming back.
that is right here. But
the episode tonight.
I'm watching the episode tonight. That's where I am.
Dare I
know
say?
about new titles. I know about a couple of other things, but that's it. I am pretty much as clean of a slate as you can possibly can to being a nerd in this business.
We're spoiler-free NXT wise. Who do you think is gonna
Ricochet
be?
is coming up soon. I know there's a Ricochet episode soon.
Who do you think is what's his face's partner? And the
Roddy.
No, is it Roddy?
Yeah, for the Dusty Classic.
Oh, yes, because Mustache Mountain's out.
Right.
Roddy's in. Who is Roddy's partner for the Dusty Classic?
Probably Cassius Ohno or something.
You say Ohno? I'm going to go
oh no.
Oh, no. I'm going to go on a
Ricochet or
stretch
something
in EC3. No. That was recent. I believe I saw spoilers, and that was recent.
Okay. But anyway, we're getting off it. I don't really bother going into it because
it's not going to be Austin Aries again, because that would be great. Son of bitches! I can't believe you fucking wrote him off.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Damn
He's got every major independent American title at this point, except for the Ring of Honor.
Let's remind everybody real quick. Even though Austin Aries has gone from WWE,
Most of them, at least.
He is becoming the man across multiple independent promotions. Fairly big ones, too.
Literally fucking everywhere. He's Defiant champion. He is the Impact champion. He is another British one. I don't know which one.
There's a
the
German
one.
Yeah.
He's showed up to Ring of Honor challenging
IPW
for their television
champion?
title.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? The only one the only company he doesn't have one from is Ring of Honor at this point.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
And he very easily could beat Kenny King.
Kenny King.
Sorry. Kerry King. Why did I say Kerry King?
Because Kerry King is fucking awesome. Dave Mustaine's an asshole. Yeah, no shit, Kerry. We all knew that.
Too much. I hear all these names so often. So
Your work is starting to blend together now.
Yeah, literally, because Andy Williams also wrestles now too.
Oh yes, coming up on Joey Janela's Spring Break.
We'll get into all of that. Moolah's a cunt apparently. Bar attacks. Yeah, that's from last week. Yeah, that's it. I don't got anything else. Do you?
I think I'm good. I am starving.
Quit
stalling!
At the WHPC on Twitter, Facebook.com/World Heavyweight Podcast, at the WHC.
It's over.
Yeah,
it's over. Like Sammy Callahan on Talk is Jericho. This interview is done.
We'll see you next week.
Statler?
Yeah, what?
Is that it?
Yes, it's over. How'd you like it?
I don't know. I slept through the whole thing.
Well, you didn't miss much.